Hello, my name is Ada, and for my semester project, I chose to research Glacier National Park, which was established in 1910. Glacier is located in Montana and a little bit of southern Canada, and it is best known for its glaciers. The park has ancient rocks, some from about 950 million years ago. According to strategies.org, this park is also known as Peace Park because it is the only national park that is included with Canada, making peace between the two countries. According to the National Park Service website, geology, at the start of the geological timeline, there were rocks as old as 1.6 billion years to 800 million years ago. Glacier National Park is part of the Great Falls orogeny, which occurred 1.77 billion years ago, which is also known as the Big Sky orogeny. The mountain range was created as a result of the Hearn and Wyoming cratons coming together. These rocks were deposited in the Proterozoic era. The sedimentary rocks that were deposited making the ancient seabelt, which is where current-day western Montana is. About 750 million years ago, there was lava flow on the ocean floor that made igneous rock, and then about 150 million years ago, plates of continental crust collided in North America, causing mountain building for 90 million years. There was an uplift with these mountains. Then, about 2 million years ago, with the Earth cooling, there was an ice age that created glaciers, and when they melted, they eroded the mountains to make the valleys that make up Glacier National Park today. The most recent little ice age was from about 1300 to 1850, which is what created more of the recent glaciers in Montana. The image I chose to use here is from the US government service to get a better understanding of how different rocks are distributed throughout the park. Next, for its regional and geological relations, according to geology from the National Park website, when looking at the ancient sediments from 1.1 billion years ago, it mentions the ancient seabelt, which today is regionally part of northern Idaho, eastern Washington, and some areas of Canada. According to the Rocky Mountain Province system from the National Park website, Glacier National Park is part of the Northern Rocky Mountain Service, which ranges from Canada to north central Idaho. This rock formation is thought to have occurred by plate tectonic activity in the Laramide orogeny. Glacier National Park is not the only park that is experiencing climate change with the melting glaciers. Yellowstone, which is only one state over, faces less and less snow each year, showing us a regional relation. The climate of Glacier National Park has helped shape it and its valleys. According to the climate change article from the National Park Service, many of the park's glaciers were formed about 7,000 years ago, during what was called a Little Ice Age, which lasted until about 1850. During this time in the 1850s, the causes of the melting glaciers was due to natural causes like the Earth climate getting warmer. In the graph here from the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, we can see how as the years have gone by, there are less and less glaciers. As mentioned in the National Park Service article, the cause of these glaciers that were melted in the 1850s was due to natural causes, and the causes for glaciers melted from about 1860 until now have all been human causes. In 1850, there were about 80 glaciers in the park, and in the year 2015, there were 26. The future climate prediction is that many of the glaciers could melt as the temperature of the globe rises. Glacier National Park was established in 1910, but before settlers went west, the Blackfeet Native Americans occupied that land first. In a peer-reviewed article written from Brigham Young University by Ali Patterson, gives a brief history of the natives and what was going on in the park. In the 1850s, before the park was created, the Blackfeet were forced to sign a treaty that guaranteed their land, but that did not last long. In 1870, during the Indian Wars, there was a massacre of about 173 to 217 natives, most of them being women and children or elders. This is considered a genocide of Native Americans. Towards the end of the 1870s, there was the Blackfeet started to starve and they were not allowed to hunt in the park, which was culturally important to them. So they started to rely more and more on the US government for help. And in 1897, the land was made into a reserve first and then soon a national park. The Blackfeet argued for their right to enter the park without an entrance fee, which they won, but the takeover of their land had still occurred. Lastly, More geology in Glacier, according to the peer-reviewed research paper done by Clyde P. Ross and Richard Rizak from the United States Department of Interior, say that some specific types of rock that can be found are shale, sandstone, and limestone, which are all sedimentary rocks. As for the glaciers, we know they have shaped glacier erosion to the U shape of the mountains. According to Glacier Geology Glacier National Park article by the National Park Service, other evidence of erosion is what is called hanging valleys, where there is elevation in the mountain showing the melting of a smaller glacier. When a glacier finishes eroding and melting, it deposits things like grain, sands, and pebbles, and when those things stay in one place for a long time, they turn into moraines. Glacier National Park is full of beautiful mountains and amazing glaciers. With climate change having an effect on the glaciers, I would encourage you all to go and visit them before they disappear. If we can work towards stopping global warming, we can preserve this national park and its geological history. This is the bibliography I have for my images. And then this is the bibliography I have for my resources and my peer reviews. Thank you so much.